Hi.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Now Garland. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mobley on a screen. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Allen can't get it to go. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We got into it about his strategy against Karl-Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Doris, it's hard to believe that Knicks' title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, BA, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Here's Towns. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Good work there as it goes.
This guy's a versatile scorer. Towns can beat you from anywhere on the floor.
Outside Garland. To the inside. Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
The drive by Garland. Not often you see him take that shot. Allen's got 7 points.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Back to Garland. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. Outside Strus. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. High post Towns. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Towns outside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Now here's Garland. Towns with a rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And Towns! Slams it home.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Here's Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Hart pulls it in. Knicks leading by 3. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Now, there's Karl-Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Pass to Strus. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Towns, right side. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Bridges misses. From deep, Mitchell. It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for New York. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13.
The Knicks, 15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible.
Oh, throw it
Look
down.
out.
Can you say elevation?
everyone understands Mikal Bridges is a high-level defender and gets the steal, wastes no time getting it into transition.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Inside. Out to Mobley. Fires from deep. And Tucker pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He drops it from range.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Jerome. Still no points. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Pass to Hart. And here's Tucker. Back to Robinson. Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Outside Garland. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Next substitution, number 8.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Right side Garland. 5 to shoot. Robinson with a steal. Here's McBride. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Tip.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
44.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And here's Garland. 4 on the clock. Jerome on the wing. Over Tucker. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Knicks leading by 7. Pass to Robinson. Back to McBride. Screen by Robinson. Tries it from 19. He can't hit that time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Garland feeling it out a bit. Outside Strus. Here's Mobley. Back to Strus. Here's Garland. The shot, no good. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Pass to Shaman. Right side McBride. The 3. Fires in the triple. And the Knicks lead by 10. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
Thompson outside. Pass to Mitchell. Grown man point from Donovan Mitchell.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Towns can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Hunter, and it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
A nice shot by McBride.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Knicks on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Garland, no good. Bridges, left side. Kicks it out, Towns. And the shot.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Lopez a screen. Prince in the corner. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Outside, George. Puts up a deep three. Embiid controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And it's the Bucks ball. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And, Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Here's Maxey following the basket by Giannis. Oubre, good.
So big for this offense and crucial that Oubre can continue to knock it down.
Giannis outside. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
On the wing, Giannis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre on the wing. He has 6. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Yabusele. 6 to shoot. Down low. There's Embiid. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now, here's Maxey. No scoring in this one. Here's Embiid. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Giannis with it. Now defended by Oubre. To the inside. The kick out to Lopez. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey. And the Bucks making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Philadelphia ball. Substitution for your 76ers.
76ers trailing.
Edwards.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bona. Here's Yabusele. Antetokounmpo defending. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Milwaukee making a switch here.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Giannis inside. Out to Smith. Pass to Giannis. Kuzma outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Now here's Embiid. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia.
15.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And guys, I love the movement. You're doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Oubre outside. Left side, George. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Kuzma. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. He takes it in. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. The 76ers trailed by 7. George double teamed. Back to Oubre. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Bucks leading by 9. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's George for three. They get it back. Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by George. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Good on the triple. Kuzma's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lillard. Connaughton with it. Out to Kuzma. No good from outside. And now Philadelphia on the break. Back to Drummond. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Jrue Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Lopez with the bucket. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Maxey. Still scoreless. Pass to George. Good on the three-point shot.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
Giannis outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 6. In the corner, George with it. It's George on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Outside, Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's George. Can't get it to fall. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Oubre. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Bucks leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said every...
Oh, Wow, what a slam from Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Paul George with the steal. Pass to Grimes. Oubre outside. Up top, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. Inside. There's Portis.
Taurean Prince.
Good, and a nice assist from Prince.
Getting inside and letting Portis do his work. He attacked the bucket that time.
Yep, that one goes. Maxey's got his first points in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the pick. Prince outside. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Stolen by George. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Giannis with it. He's got 13. Prince outside. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. The rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Giannis. Prince trying to free himself up. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's attacking the rack. That's Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Here's George. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And George has been assertive in this one, shouldering the load offensively.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers trailed by 4. Now George. He's got 13. To the middle. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Connaughton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bona. Here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey. But, Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Good on the second free throw. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the pick. Pass to Yabusele. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter, sure bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1. The putback. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. Here's the 40. Good D by Lopez. The shot from the low post is good. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
Pass to McCain. And the 3 off target. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. The Bucks making a switch here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said you have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And the basket by Lillard.
Muscling in for the basket. Lillard showing that mental toughness to get in there.
Puts up a deep 3. Maxey, no good. Bucks leading by 4. And it's Lillard missing. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Down low. Looking to get it going. Lopez with the block. One-on-one here. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots. Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Giannis outside. And it's blocked. And they recover it. And that one's good from Connaughton. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The 76ers trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Pass to Maxey. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Embiid with the steal. Count it.
And go back to the steal by Embiid. That ignited the break. And Joel's length is such a factor defensively. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Oubre. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 7. Lillard from outside. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Philadelphia with the ball. Bryant. His three-pointers off the mark. Lillard with it. Now defended by Embiid. Back to Lillard. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Bucks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 13. To end the run. The rebound by Brook Lopez. On offense here, the Bucks. Here's Lillard. Basket good. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge.
Out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Down low. And the basket by Hachimura. And Doris, with how these teams like to get out and run, we should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball. But more importantly, B.A., these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney Smith brings to the defensive end.
The BA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Here's Tatum into the lane. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Brown. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now the Lakers moving it up. And here's James. He's off on the layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Brown, no good. James, left side. Whoa!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Now here's White. Outside Holiday. Back to White. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Holiday taking his time here. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Outside Holiday. Outside Brown. Another shot. Benson grabs a miss. The Lakers lead by 4. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. To the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Oh, it's stolen away. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Tatum. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Out to Hachimura. James outside. Here's Doncic. Counted. He has 7.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Vincent, right side. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Vincent's got 5 now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Knicks here to defend home court, playing host to the Western Conference. Pass to Washington. Davis sets a screen. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David.
First team foul.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. New York moving the ball around. And Towns gets it to go.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at running the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And here's Irving. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Right side Davis. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Brunson scanning the floor. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 5 now.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Irving. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby right side to the middle. Here's Robinson, and he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the
Left side Davis. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Pass to Washington. Over Bridges. Dallas no good that time either.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
On deep, Brunson. And Davis pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Out to the right wing. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Count that one.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Brunson goes in. That one good for 2. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Bridges inside. He has yet to score. Outside, Towns. From the stripe, Brunson with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
That one, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And yet,
the Mavericks, 6.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half. In this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. New York on D. Pass to Christie. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Lets it go. The shot's good from Irving.
That's from
Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, there isn't a bad shot for Kyrie Irving right now. His offensive attack is so versatile.
Tucker a screen. Here's Towns. Buries it down low. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Out to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And one thing among many, Doors, that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mavericks trailed by 8. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
Thompson outside. Pass to Gafford. In the corner, Irving with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Just 5 on the clock. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Pass to Davis. Fires the 3. Oh, Davis showing his range.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Towns the screen. In the corner. Shamet with it. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside, Towns. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
New York with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Payne. And the layup falls.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. On the wing, Thompson hasn't made one yet.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Driving to the basket. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Knicks with the lead. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 1. Here's Bridges. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 13 points.
Kyrie Irving is lighting it up right now, just letting everybody see every aspect of skill to his game.
And it's Brunson missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Outside, Davis. Back to Irving. Davis sets a screen. Irving, good. 15 points in the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so it's Dallas with it. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. In the corner, it's Gafford. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Mavericks making a switch here. The Knicks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Mikal Bridges.
And Bridges no good on that one. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Dallas with the ball. Right side, Irving. Thompson outside. Pass to Gafford. Clock at 4. Robinson with the block.
On no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 5, Precious Achiuwa.
And the Knicks with possession. For the lead. No good that time.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
The 3 from Davis. Dallas again missing. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Pulled loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. For Dallas, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Towns wide open. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Pass to Towns. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
Davis with it. Shoots over Towns. And Davis can't get it to go. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. looking to end his cold spell. Great tee that time from Davis.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to McBride. Back to Towns. From deep three-point land. That shot no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas. They're up by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
38.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Dinwiddie. In the corner, Lively with it. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Whoa, Mitchell Robinson off the dribble drive. Okay.
So we can't get either to fall. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Irving. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Mavs. Brunson outside. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Tipped away. In the corner, Lively with it. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Pass to Christie. From deep three-point land, Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Right side, Irving. Shoots the 3. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Some nice passing by New York here. There's Brunson from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Gafford. Robinson with the block. Brunson with a clean look. And another 3 from New York.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson to catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Outside Irving. Shoots over Bridges. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Irving with the ball. Here's Thompson. Thompson gets it inside.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
Pass to Brunson. Towns the screen. And Davis sends it back. On the wing, Thompson. They get it back. Outside Irving. Irving double team. Goes up again. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's New York.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Here's Irving. Bridges with some nice defense. Pass to Towns. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. .107 left in the fourth quarter. Now Irving. Here's Thompson. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Towns looking it over. Count!
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Outside Irving. Outside Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Irving up top. To win it, and that's it. A huge stop to win the game with the last second rejection. So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Leonard for three. Here are the Celtics with the ball. White for three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's Tatum. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Pass to Dunn. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And we're about a minute into the first. 5 to shoot. Harden, good.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way up.
Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
First team.
Tries to save it. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Right side, White. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Harden, good. Harden's gotten his second bucket.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
It's Powell on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Here's Hauser. Misses the three. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Leonard. From the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Here's Hauser. Here's Porzingis. Soft touch off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Los Angeles making a change here. Clippers trail by 3. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Here's Harden. And Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Off with the layup. Boston leading by 5. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Moving downhill, Harden can be so wily, cutting through the D right to a shot.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Brown. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Porzingis. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Simmons. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
Jaylen Brown, shooting 2.
And both free throws good for Brown. Simmons looking around. Shoots over White. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Boston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
22.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Here's Simmons. Horford pulls it in. Boston leading by 11. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
And here's Simmons. No points yet. Hauser, that's good.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
Right side Simmons. Outside Bogdanovic. Zubac inside. Second chance shot. Horford pulls it in. So it's Boston now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Clippers.
White for 3. Rebounded by Dunn. Clippers trail by 16. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Bogdanovic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovic possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Now here's Horford. He's guarded by Zubac. Outside Holiday. Back to Horford. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. So it's Los Angeles now. It's a 13-point game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Dunn right side. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Here's Jones. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Jones has got his first points in this one.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Screen by Horford. Out left to the wing. Wide open. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Both teams will make substitutions. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Clippers trail by 11. Outside Harden. Leonard outside. Tries to spin move. He takes it in. And the dunk by Leonard.
Some serious intensity from Leonard. Driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
Outside Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Here's Harden. And that one comes up a bit short. Boston leading by 9. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis soars in for the jam. Off the bounce.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Pass to Dunn. There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Leonard's got 9.
Oh, that's just classic Kawhi Leonard. The effort, the board, the points, all of it.
Outside Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis surveying the floor. Back to Pritchard. Clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best play. Let's go. Next. Let's see what you got. Let's hear it for you.
.23 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 2. It's blocked. Three-pointer, Harden. Porzingis grabs the board. Here's Brown. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Harden. Out to the wing. Tries again. Holiday grabs the miss.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Boston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Jrue Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Jrue, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Boston with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Tipped. And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Now the Celtics on the move. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Harden. Give him 8. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Horford with the block.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
Back to Craig. Right side, White. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Horford can't hit. And here are the Clippers now. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Dunn outside. Outside Harden. Back to Dunn. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. No good on that one. Good on the second one. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Harden with it. Give him 8. Holiday grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Leonard. Looking to get it going. The shot off that time. Nice D from Horford. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 13-5 run. They get it again. And here's Brown for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Harden. 4-3. It's not going to go for him.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Craig, good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harden from outside.
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. So Boston wins the tip. Outside Tatum. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Holiday. Right side, Porzingis. Pass to White. Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. Two things you like to see from Porzingis.
On the wing, Harden. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brown. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
First team foul.
Clippers on defense. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. To the paint. And finished off by Leonard.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Boston foul.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. Los Angeles with another miss. Outside Holiday. In the corner, Tatum with it. And stolen by Dunn. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Outside Holiday. Tatum down low. The three from Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shakes him. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all three levels.
To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. Harden with the stuff.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And that one, good. 5 points in the game.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Boston trailing. Stolen by Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Porzingis. Tatum looking around. Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Bucket is good. And this game is tied up now.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Back to Dunn. Puts up a deep 3. And the Clippers miss again. Tie game in Boston. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
13. The Clippers. 13.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
It's Powell on the wing. Still yet to score.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, that's a careless foul. Look, you like that he's being aggressive, but you also have to be disciplined.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Harden outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And the length of Simmons, using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jones, no luck. Holiday surveying the floor. Screen by Porzingis. Sinks that one from the post. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Down low.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Porzingis to the paint. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Clippers in the lead. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Just 5 on the clock. There's Tatum. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Pass to White. And it's Holiday at the elbow. Outside Tatum. Inside Tatum, automatic.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Left side, Leonard. Boston grabs the miss.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
The kick out to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard, no luck. On the wing, Brown. Still without a basket. That gives them the lead. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Here's Harden. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, can you believe that?
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 20. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Outside, Porzingis. Out to White. All alone. It's hauled in by Coffey. Inside. Here's Batum. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Dunn. Harden gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
You can't afford to lose Harden in transition. He's too talented at taking advantage of those situations.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. It's a close game here in Boston. Here's Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Holiday up top. He has 7. The shot will not fall. Clippers leading by 3. Harden right side. Has to be